Getting started.
I was going to finish the Jake thing because I didn't realize a super chat came in, but it just ended. Welcome to the after party tonight. We have a lot to cover tonight. Obviously, as you could see from the title, this is part 2 of last week. So last week was part 1. We're going to get into some serious, beyond serious crap tonight. Okay. And a little bit of it is going to be review. I'm not going to lie. A little bit of this is going to be stuff I have put out before. Okay. But it's all going to tie in. Okay. It's all going to tie in. There's a reason why. Excuse me. I don't know what's going on. There we go. There is a reason why. Yes, I want to search in File Explorer. There's one video I need to pull up. I have most of it ready to go except for one video. So I'm just going to get that going. So while people come in, I'm going to get that set up. Excuse me. Thanks to everyone for their patience. This should not take long. It's more important that I have things ready to go because we got a lot tonight. We got a lot to talk about. And I'm going to try to, do the best I can. There's a lot going on here. The only thing from my, I don't know if I put it in my downloads or whether I put it in my documents file. I just need one video or 2 of them, but it's in the same folder. So once I find the folder, it's going to be really easy now. And this gives people a chance to come in anyway. So that's the whole point of this. So I'm just going to get the last file that I need for this show tonight. While it's loading, RY says hi. JP Crucina says hello. Hello, you two. How are you two doing? I'm hoping this works tonight. It should work tonight. I don't know. StreamYard's doing some stupid things for some strange reason tonight. Oh, boy. This could be an interesting night. I'm very sorry about the inconvenience here. As soon as I find that, is this the folder I want? This may be the folder I want. I may have just found it, everybody. Yes, I did. I've just found the folder. Good. We are about to start for real this time. All right, let's begin. So, of course, we all know the UFO files are fake. They released a new batch since last week. So let's let Fox News once again embarrass themselves on television because they seem to like to do that. And then we're going to get into how Fox and the Trump administration, or at least the scripted one, is directly connected to people who have threatened Jake and me, once I woke up. So there's a lot to go on tonight. So bear with me on this one. We are going to start with the stupid files. Or, here we go. Apparently, these are the new files. Okay, everyone. It's just a bunch of dots again. Does anyone see anything different than just dots? And we're not going to spend too much time on this because again, okay, what does this app actually show? Okay, that's just a little dot. Okay, no. Again, this is all stupid. And this is the same clip. So they're just showing some of the same clips again. I'm just going to skim through. Okay, look at this. That's clearly fake. I don't even know what the hell they're showing here. That's another little shiny dot. It's fake. There's no such things as extraterrestrials. Oh, look at that. The N leaves. Look at this. They think people are so stupid. This is hilarious. Okay, let me show you this again. Okay. Look at that. Shouldn't the thing be centered? Oh my God. See, they can't even do their psyops right. This is so stupid. Speaking of stupid, oh boy. So this guy and this stupid group of people, by the way, hi Rose. Thank you for being here. I hope Jonna can make it as well. Real quick, Rose, I would, if Jonna doesn't know, I did not have a good night last night, so I tried to reach out to her. Maybe she was busy, but I wanted to apologize for not calling your sister Jonna last night. But all right, this is okay. So this guy, he has been with Jaron and Dave Weiss and the fake flat earth cult, his Alex Stein. He works as part of commentary on Australia's Fox News, Sky News Australia, owned by Rupert Murdoch, which could be a fake scripted player, but it's basically Fox News in Australia. This is seriously what this creep, Alex Stein, had to say about the whole thing. I'm going to let you listen, and I'm going to pause and give you my commentary as well.
Alex, I want to talk about something else that could be, I don't know if it's a joke or if it's serious or not, and I want some of your guidance here. Now, the White House is apparently going to direct agencies, including defense, to begin releasing government files on aliens and extraterrestrial life. And this starts...
I can't help it. It's so stupid that I have to laugh.
After this little interview that dropped the other day with Barack.
Are aliens real?
They're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept in what is it?
Area 51.
Area 51.
I mean, the journalist there, he's not winning any Pulitzers.
Well, we know the journalists are propagandists that are on the government payroll.
Gets this great line from Obama, and he doesn't say, well, where are the aliens? What are they? But apparently Trump has responded to this, and they are now saying that information that's been gathered, they are going to start putting it out. Here's Pete Hegseth.
We've got our people working on it. I don't want to... We're going to be in full compliance with that executive order, eager to provide that for the president. So there'll be more coming on that.
All right. Sorry about that, everybody. Yes, the Wi-Fi will go off sometimes. It's worth staying here, though. This is going to be a big one tonight. Nope, I'm back, RY. I'm back. Okay. But anyway, just in case it stopped.
Is there something that we don't know?
I mean, James, I'm a big tip theorist.
A fake one that hangs with Jaron and Dave Weiss and Mark Sargent. A fake one. A fake one. And we're going to get to that too.
Guy. So when you ask me about, I do think that there probably are some sort of like interdimensional demonic spirits that can probably take somebody's soul or take over a body. So I believe
This is a pedophile named Joshua Dale Swift, goes by the name of Authentic Intent. And he raped a 14-year-old black girl. Sorry about that. Afterwards,
people discovered them before us. It's like, how are the pyramids built? How are a lot of stuff built before we're here? So
let me play this again.
how are a lot of stuff built before we're here? So I wouldn't be surprised if
Wait a minute. Oh, God.
I think there are people that have discovered them before us. It's like, how are the pyramids built? How are a lot of stuff built before we're here?
According to Alex Stein, basically what he just said was extraterrestrials built the pyramids. This Jaron group with this clown, they're even dumber with their propaganda than I thought. This guy's on the government payroll, by the way. Oh, yeah. And he also is now the main new guy for Turning Point. We're going to get to that as well. Yeah, this guy's been doing this Prove Me Wrong event at every college, like in a lot of college campuses. This guy's been roaming around.
Before we're here. So I wouldn't be surprised if they tell us that there are some sort of interdimensional creatures that are here with us on Earth.
Well, Alex, that might actually explain what happened to Joe Biden. Maybe he was actually taken over by one of these alien phantasms, but they had the gravity wrong from their own dimension, and then they couldn't walk up the stairs or ride a bike all of a sudden.
There's them doing damage control on what Jake was talking about. Aliens and extraterrestrials did not replace Biden. Biden was replaced. This is them making that theory sound like crap. Yes, he was replaced by Hollywood celebrities, by AI, and by CGI, not by space aliens. Oh my goodness, what a joke.
There was also a bit of comedy this week. I thought this was hilarious, and I know as a comedian you will have found this funny too. There was a story that Donald Trump faced some questions this week about whether he called.
Okay, we don't need to go over that. Oh boy. Okay, here's another one that I wanted to go over.
Joining me now.
Again, this is with that stupid authentic intent. Joshua Dale Swift is the one that authentic intent's the one that raped the 14-year-old girl, Rose. We're gonna get to that. Oh, by the way, actually, we're gonna do this one first. Oh, look at this. They believe Bad Bunny's a real person. We know it's not. We know it's an actor that is played by a white man, not born in Puerto Rico.
Joining me now is a comedian and host of Prime Time with Alex Stein on Blaze TV. Alex,
Yeah, and we're gonna get to something else we're gonna get to with that show in a minute as well.
being too harsh on Bad Bunny? Is this an inspired choice?
Oh my gosh, this is the laziest choice I've ever seen. Nobody knows who Bad Bunny is. Literally.
Okay, in a way, people do if they were to wake up, and this is what I mean by that. Jake has literally done a stream on this before. Oh, wait a minute. That's my streams. What the hell am I doing? Sorry about that. Mistakes happen. Where is it? Where the hell is it? Uh-oh, I went too far. I know I went too far. Okay, here we go.
If you struggle with focus.
Okay, I'm not going to get in trouble for ads because, yeah, YouTube, they got on my case. Now I can pull it back up. Yeah, we're going to go to his Bad Bunny stream. That's exactly where we're going to. Okay, everybody. Do these two look alike? Anybody? Okay. Even if the guy on the right is a little older, these two are not the same. Not at all. Not even close. Okay, look at the ears. The ears are different shapes. The skull, similar, but there's definitely a difference. Look at the neck. This neck is a lot skinnier than this big fat neck on the right. Okay. So we're going to put the newer picture of Bieber here. Do those two look alike? Their eyes look very different. And this was only about a year apart, I think. A year and a half apart. These two do not look like the same person at all. All right, so I mean, look at this. The skull doesn't even look the same. Meanwhile, you have this same earrings that Bieber's always worn. Oh, I think I just found something else as well. Look at the mustache as well. The mustache is a little bit more similar on the facial hair on Bad Bunny with this guy than with this guy. And again, unlike stupid fittest Tyler Hansen, who just spews stuff out of his ass, Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm so very sorry about that. Yes, please stay. Because what I'm going to show you tonight, it's going to be worth it. Even with Wi-Fi problems, just stay. I promise I'll come back. We're going to We're going to read quick. Oh, there it is. Uh-oh. What happened here? I was going to try to read Rose's comment. Yeah, he works for Fox News Corporation, and he's done other things as well, and we're going to get to that. So they both do the same symbol. I'm going to play this little thing that Jake showed about. Okay, look at this body language.
Okay.
Look at this body language. This is not normal body language.
Play a little bit of them.
Go past the person in the aisle. I want to be able to get up and just go.
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like to look to the window, so.
You don't like the window.
Yeah.
You don't like to think about flying. Are you a nervous flyer?
I don't like to fly, but I like to fly.
Yeah, there's so much wrong with that. Oh, by the way, my neighbor, one of my neighbors is fluent in Spanish. She's, I think, Mexican. She said during the halftime show, and she understands Spanish, that it was a bunch of gibberish and not Spanish. Yeah. Yeah, that's why, because Bad Bunny is not really a Puerto Rican. He's played by Justin Bieber or some other white Canadian. Yep. Oh, never mind. These are dead. Oh, boy. Okay. So.
Okay. That's a Puerto Rican guy, huh? That's just a regular old Puerto Rican guy who got plucked from obscurity and made it to the big time.
Nope.
Now, my theory is this is fucking Justin Bieber. And that's why he's got this fucking grin and this stupid disguise on.
Exactly. And his body language is weird. He doesn't speak fluent Spanish. Again, it's gibberish. So, okay, so Rose earlier says and Rose is probably one of the best, if not the best, at figuring out who is and who is not trans and all that. She's very good at that. It is satanic slop. I'm not on my phone. I'm on my computer, RY. Yeah. No, Rose. What I was saying is that you're good at detecting who is trans, like what gender, like you're good at detecting things. I know. She's very, very, very good at it. And Rose, by the way, when I asked you about that whole thing the other night, I apologize for that. That Caleb guy was actually doxological thinker. So now I know who it is. And of course I trust him. So there was a little bit of confusion. And I don't know if John had told you. I told John to tell you this if you were to ask about it. The reason why I was nervous is because after that whole incident with that person pretending to be someone I went to in high school, since that happened, I'm just wanting to be a lot more careful. So I've shown enough of this. So anyway, but yeah, you see Alex Stein promoting it as if it's a real person, and it's not. So this is the next part that I'm going to show you. And this is going to be the lead up to the other stuff. Oh no, did it not save? Damn it. Excuse me. Okay. It didn't obviously save. Although it's on YouTube, so I'll be able to pull it up on YouTube. Okay. Thanks to everyone for their patience. And this is going to be the lead up to what I'm about to really get into.
Now, I've got to ask you about confronting independent US presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. You were seeking answers to questions from him from a range of topics, abortion to climate change to the CIA killing his dad.
And of course, that was a scripted death as well. And the whole thing was fake. And what RFK is saying is fake as well. There's a reason why I'm showing this, and we're going to get to it. And this is what's going to really lead to the pedophilia part of the show, where I'm going to expose Alex Stein and this crew as a bunch of sick people.
Abortion's bad, right? Yeah, I mean, every abortion is a tragedy, and we need to have a choice, but we need to have more life.
But I think the CIA killed your dad and the CIA killed JFK. Why don't you talk about that more, Bobby? Are you afraid, Bobby?
I'm not afraid.
Well, then speak to me.
Wow, that didn't go as well as I was hoping for you, Alex. Do you have any more clarity on the guy? Because he seems to be all over the place with his plans. One day he seems to be very anti-woke, and the next seems to be advocating for abortion right up to birth, third trimester abortion.
Oh my God. And again, it's all a script. So this part doesn't matter. This part does not matter.
There's some very important issues I don't agree with him on. Like you said, abortion, the fact that he says that he.
Again, probably all fake, phony news.
And then on top of that, when you look at, Robert F. Kennedy, is that he doesn't mind war. We got to stop all these wars in the Ukraine and Israel and Palestine.
Yeah,
so,
and guess what Alex Stein says now? By the way, it's all fake. But now he's taking a pro-Israel stance, like all these shills do. So, yeah, he's changed his position on that. It doesn't matter, though. The whole thing's fake and phony. It's all a script. But just pointing it out.
Ideologically, we
so he jumps around too.
Stuff, and I think that his campaign would be going a lot better if he would talk about trying to reveal the deep state or expose the people that are actually running the country, because he knows that his uncle was shot by the CIA. I mean,
then again, that's fake. That's all a script. That was all a show and a script. It could have been the case, but if it was set up and they knew it was going to happen. I think it was probably a fake death.
yeah, but to let these kids get gender reassignment surgery, under 18, legal requirements to do stuff here in America. But unfortunately, guys like, Bobby Kennedy wants to let kids chop off their genitals as long as their parents sign off.
Okay. So he's complaining about trans and stuff. First of all, he's dressed like a girl. So you're one of the talk, dude. I thought this would have a little bit more in it. This is where I'm going to be able to do something.
Now is comedian millions crossing illegally, not a issue even.
It is an incident where a person of color created movie theaters.
Enough to call Larry Elder a friend, and Larry has a great approach when it comes to this. Sadly, here in America,
and of course, he promotes all the establishment scripted, Republicans. So
We encourage people to play the victim. Larry Elder will never play the victim, and hope
The scripted act.
he can shape.
It looks like this, the way he looks compared to the background. I can't say for sure, but I think this is probably. Okay. My apologies for the Wi-Fi again. This is where I'm really going to get going. So I'm going to play that last 10 seconds, and then I'm really going to fire at Alex Stein.
speaking out against social injustices. But when in reality, these people are just creating more social injustice. It's like affirmative.
See, this is exactly what I was wanting to do. And now this is the lead up to what I'm about to show next. I just got to find the, here we go. Okay, let's show this clip.
Zach, there you go.
Okay, NFL running back. Zach.
That poor
And there's
television.
Jaron on the Stupid Baby Truther show. There's Dave Weiss, Roche 777, and Alex Stein. There's Alex Stein.
He's teaching her how to do be a linebacker. You notice the cat didn't go pee on her.
He's just doing it because he loves her.
Yeah, he's doing
There's
his best for her.
Jaron saying he's doing what's best for her.
Yeah.
That's true. He's doing what's best for her.
And they're saying it. Yeah, okay. There's Alex Stein saying it. I'll play it again just in case people didn't
He's
hear
doing
it.
what's best for her. That's true. He's doing what's best for her.
He is doing what's best for her. Shut up, Alex Stein. God, this guy's a piece of crap. Okay, let's talk about what his butt buddies did on top of that. So Jaron pretended to not know who this guy was. Of course he knew who he was. It's Authentic Intent. This guy, Authentic Intent, on Jaron's speaker corner, raped a 14-year-old black girl. You know, and then him and all the flat earth cult, including, you know, Alex Stein's a part of that group, all tried to victim shame the 14-year-old so they could back this guy so he can be the main role in their flat earth conference. And he was the main role because they, you know, criticized the 14-year-old. I even went on Karen B's and Sharon's show to debunk both of them. And of course, they all hated on me. Of course they did. All right. And of course, Jaron was like, win was I'm with him. Win. I have good vision. November 17th, 2018 was when this picture was taken. Okay. And look at Dave Weiss.
I ain't been saying this from the first second that I heard that jackass Infinite Plane Society.
Okay, so Infinite Plane Society is another shill. However, on this issue, with the whole authentic content thing, he was spot on. His real name, I think, is Tim Osmond. He was spot on when it came to the authentic content thing. He's a shill on everything else. He is a shill. He's part of this fake club for sure. And then, of course, they make the excuse, oh, the girl lied, the girl lied. And so that's, Dave Weiss got dirred. Whatever. See, and then they all back this guy, authentic intent. Oh, God. And Jaron, Alex Stein's butt buddy, did this. This is who Alex Stein hangs out with. This is the type of crap he does. This is the type of crap his group does.
So, Jake, here's your bet. $10,000 plus loser leaves YouTube. You heard me right. $10,000 cash, user leaves YouTube. Who has a bigger dick? And, like in baseball when somebody gets +1 runs? You've seen that before, right? Anybody ever seen that? +1s, or maybe in a football game they get +7. You get +3. And I'm talking about inches. Yes, +3.
This is how Jaron behaves. Alex Stein, and just so you think, oh, maybe he left once he got on mainstream media and did the Blaze TV thing, which is basically, Trump media. Well, I'm about to show you something else. So Blaze TV, and I have this on footage as well. Where is it? There we go. And look who's on his Blaze TV show. If it will show it. Look who's on the left. It's Jaron. So he got to be on mainstream conservative news. Yeah, there he is. There's Jaron. There he is. And this is supposedly a pro-Trump network. So apparently and this show, another thing happened on the show as well. Where is it?
I asked Vivek Ramaswamy.
Look. Okay. I asked Vivek Ramaswamy, so he clearly has connections to him.
And it went incredibly.
Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? That's Laura Trump, who also works for Fox News. And this is how it ties to Trump. Because if Trump was as smart as he says he is in the character, he would not let his daughter anywhere near these people. If he was real and he wasn't part of this club and he wasn't pedophilia, he would not let his daughter or daughter-in-law go anywhere near these people under any circumstances. But yet there she is with Alex Stein on the same Blaze TV show that Jaronism was on. Same show. And thank you for staying here. It's worth it. So yeah, let's listen to what else they talk about, and we can make fun of them even more.
With box cutters and three buildings were able to fall with 2 planes. You can believe all that, but this is what you do know. We know that George Bush and Condoleezza Rice were both briefed by the FBI, and they said that there's this guy named Osama bin Laden that has a plan to fly planes into the buildings, right? This is all out in the—
Okay, was that what really happened, or was the whole thing fake and scripted? Like all wars are. Oh my God.
open. Condoleezza Rice said they were briefed and that they was an insubordination. They didn't do enough to stop it. I'm of the opinion that they knew and they purposely didn't stop it.
We can all agree
There was no purposely not stopping it or whatnot. It's all an act.
that more transparency on all fronts is always better. And in this case, it would be nice to have that unredacted at some point.
That would be okay. Now these are the 2 hard questions.
There's 2 more. I thought we had 3.
More. I know, but I lost track because Jimmy.
Of course, there's 3. Of course, he has to use the number 3.
Out of my ear. We're almost done. 1969 through 1972.
Oh, there's his 666. Look, he does it.
1969 through 1972. The United States government was able to land on the moon. Is the moon landing real or fake?
Of course it's fake. Of course it's fake, especially now since they're putting extraterrestrial pictures in those pictures. And this new event, why is the Earth's everything about it, the cloud cover, everything, the exact same as the 1970s? Not one thing changed. Not one thing changed. Not one. No, it's not a coincidence. It's scripted.
These?
Yeah, I think
just like the Earth is not a globe either. But it's also not the flatness that he pushes. It's flat, but not the crap that they push.
You think we landed on the moon?
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah! Wait, Laura! Oh my gosh, I need to talk to your dad right now. Laura, okay, let me tell you something. Do you know the difference between a 1969 and a 1999 Lincoln Town Car?
What?
I'm just saying, do you know technology? Do you think this is my point?
Oh, geez. We're going with Lincoln Town Cars now?
Well, I'm saying
This is how you're proving that we didn't land on the moon.
This is how I prove it. In 1969, the technology that they created, they can't recreate it because they destroyed it.
Or they never recreated it. They never created it in the first place, I mean. It looks like a homeless tweaker shelter with duct tape and curtain rods that are on the top of your window in a bedroom.
It's the only space technology to go backwards. When we went to the moon landing, listen to this real quick. We went 257,000 miles to the moon and back through the Van Allen radiation.
Which didn't happen.
No. Today, the farthest we can go with Elon Musk rockets or to the International Space Station, that's 160 miles away.
And of course, that's all fake too, like his Tesla going up into space. That was definitely fake. And then that's how that meme that RY, I think RY used it tonight even, that it's so fake that it looks so fake that it's real. That's how that meme started.
But didn't they use the gravity and the
Oh, they didn't go on the moon. Okay, now and we're gonna know if she's lying or not. Have you ever heard of the ice wall, Laura?
that I have?
Yeah, because the Earth is probably flat. Am I right or wrong?
Oh, is this what we're doing?
Yes. Is the Earth round or flat, Laura?
I'm going to get the shake weight out now.
Yes, but no, answer them. Tell them because Jimmy doesn't believe it's flat, and you know, don't you guys all sit at dinner at the?
Yeah, it's obviously it's flat.
Thank you, Jimmy. Clip that.
Clip that.
Finally.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh God, that looks ugly too. Some of this stuff just keeps getting worse and worse. The house. So
Kentucky's
Oh,
Turning
God.
Point USA.
Oh, God. And of course, the University of Kentucky, which, you know, the universities are government controlled as well. Yeah. So here's
The
this.
University of Kentucky's Turning Point USA chapter hosted conservative comedian Alex Stein in the
Yep.
Willie T. Bowl Wednesday afternoon for the larger Turning Point USA national series called Pick Up the Mic.
And Alex Stein was the main person. So there's Turning Point hiring a they always troll. By the way, I forgot to mention one thing before we finish this up. Before we finish what I wanted to show up, because I feel like I need to show this, because this may actually be the biggest thing of all that will wake up the corrupt pieces of crap in this government, or the sheeple that believe this bullshit. This is definitely going to wake people up. So I know I've shown Jana in person this as well. So you're Jaron. This is Jaron. This is in April when, unfortunately, I had the misfortune to talk to Jaron. Unfortunately, very sadly. And of course, I busted him on a show, a couple days prior. But he says, "Oh, I say kid because all autistic adults are like kids." Really, all autistic adults are like kids that don't know how to think, that don't know how to take care of themselves, that can't comprehend a thought. Because I can. That's why I'm busting you all. And then when I showed that he lost the court case to Jake in 3 weeks, lost in 3 weeks. You don't have a fucking clue. But I would beat the shit out of you if you lived close to me. I don't know how you could think you could talk to me like this. Name a place and come talk shit to my face, keyboard boy. And of course, that's a lie about him not getting served. Whatever. This is the bull crap. This is who Alex Stein hangs with. People who think that autistic people are kids, and that. Oh, and Jaron likes to make up a lie that Jake hurt an autistic on purpose. No, Jake was gonna lose his life. The kid that Jake was working with was literally trying to claw his eyes out. He had to defend himself. But then Jaron threatens an autistic individual and me. So he's a hypocrite. So this is the people that are running Turning Point. Who take the pro-Israel side of that scripted war. Again, though, the war's a script, but it's kind of odd that there's something demonic about the government of Israel. Clearly there is. There's something demonic about it. I just don't know what it is because we know the war's scripted. But
Topics. Many students challenge this controversial style of debate, which has been critiqued as derogatory in manner.
I just debated at Turning Point.
yeah, he is the main Turning Point USA guy with Erica Kirk, who I think maybe Charlie Kirk with makeup and a wig. Looks a lot like him. I can't that for I'm going to put that back up while I find it. Excuse me, man. What is going on with me here? So, of course, they had this scripted event.
How we doing tonight? Yes! 111th annual New York Young Republican Gala. Everybody here, guys, we're going to go insane for the Ukraine tonight. I hope you're ready. I hope you brought your Hunter Biden party favors because we're going to need it for the after party. Well, you can tell that wasn't Joe Biden because he didn't trip and fall walking out here. So God bless President Trump.
Of course, we all know Biden was a CGI and was played by Hollywood actors.
Where are you at?
And then there we go.
Where are you, Alex? Thank you. What a job you've done between you and DC Drano and Alex Stein and Jack. Where's Jack?
And there
Give it up.
he is praising Alex Stein. There he is, praising him. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. So that's the people that Fox News hangs out with. You just saw it. I mean, you can't get any more factual than this. While I go put my stuff in the house, I'm going to play a video by Jake because it is time for me to bring my son. And I am going to go do that. And then we're going to continue. Play this, which could be AI or hyper-realistic math. All right. Sorry about that inconvenience. So while I bring my stuff in, we are going to show a Jake video, which makes fun of Fox News as well. Yeah, let's stay on this theme.
So here's some breaking news. Apparently there's a clip from Fox News that's going viral right now, and it supposedly shows a retired Navy SEAL on camera wearing what appears to be a hyper-realistic mask. Check this out.
Patience may be a little short of the real objective here. The president has time on his hands. He controls the narrative, he controls the strike capabilities, and he knows that the policy he set with the blockade has had short-term and long-term effects on the regime and the people of Iran. So he's been very astute in leveraging that time. And so I don't see it as negotiations. It really is capitulation. The president's made it very clear. You will not have a nuclear weapon. You will not have the materials. Surrender that. And you will ensure that the Straits of Hormuz are open to free commerce.
So the story is that this character, Robert Harward, is a vice admiral and a retired Navy SEAL. He's a military guy. And he was on Fox News, and people spotted him wearing what looks like a hyper-realistic mask. And apparently this got shared on social media, and it went viral. Now, I have a problem with this story because I see mainstream media outlets already reporting on this story, and they've already spun some excuses. And it seems like one of the most obvious examples of a mask being worn on camera on the news, basically ever. They're purposely showing someone wearing a hyper-realistic mask on the news and making it so obvious, and having the mainstream media report on it. I mean, they have the ability to control whether these stories go viral or not. So the fact that this is going quote unquote viral has me very skeptical. And as somebody who's been talking about hyper-realistic masks here on my channel for years, I'm extremely skeptical of why all this sudden they're showing off their masks in plain sight and reporting on it on the mainstream news. And I'm going to let you guys know exactly what I think is going on here in this video. So stick around. It is going to be a good one. So first and foremost, hyper-realistic masks are a real thing. There are still a lot of people out there who roll their eyes whenever I mention that these actors on the world stage are using hyper-realistic masks to dupe the public. The government has these masks. Hollywood has these masks. The mainstream media has these masks. There is no law to protect the public from actors on the world stage using hyper-realistic masks to dupe them. So right now, you have the mainstream media and internet personalities like Megyn Kelly spinning all these really lame and ridiculous excuses that this wasn't a mask. No, it was just a shadow on his neck. Yeah, apparently all these internet conspiracy theorists, they're all just crazy and wrong. It's just a simple shadow on his neck. Another excuse that they're spinning right now is that this is artifacting because of a Zoom call.
Internet sleuths have come up with the wild theory that this Fox News guest was wearing a hyper-realistic mask, straight out of Mission Impossible, after hordes of social media users noticed what they said appeared to be an unusual shadow on the bottom of his neck, leading to the wild theory that the contributor was wearing a hyper-realistic mask. Others online have tried to bring the situation back down to earth by offering several possible explanations. It's a shadow, or more precisely, a combination of shadows from the many lights in the studio, and his shirt collar creating a weird overlap of shades on his neck, one user wrote, while another asserted that the oddity can simply be explained by a smoothing filter that caused artifacting that they noted is common on virtual calls. Even Polymarket has gotten in on the action, allowing users to wager on the outlandish theory.
Any thoughts, Mark? I saw you shaking your head yes, or nodding your head yes. What do you make of it?
It's just bizarre. I don't know what to make of it. I mean, the first thing is, I thought it was a given that it was a mask, and then you're raising, well, it could be a shadow. I'm like, oh, wait, let's give him the presumption of innocence here. Maybe it's not a mask, and if it's not a mask, then what the hell are we doing talking about it?
Well, Viva Fry, who we love, he's a lawyer too. He's a journalist, and he said he thinks it's a shadow. He thinks if you watch this mark, which is horizontal across his throat, right exactly where a mask that you might pull over your head would end, he thinks it's mirroring his lip movements, and I can see what he means there. It is kind of mirroring his lip movements. Maybe it's his shirt causing a shadow. I don't know, Jonna. What do you think?
Well, I originally thought, before I realized that this wasn't Zoom, sometimes Zoom, when it enhances your image, can make things look really weird. But I actually think if it's a mask, this guy's onto something, Megan. Hear me out. I know this probably doesn't happen to you, but it's happened to me. How many times you wake up in the morning one day and you're like, oh no, my Botox wore off, right? And then you have TV, right? You got some big thing, you got a big conference. You're like, shoot. Okay, let me get the mask, whoop, and until you can get to your Botox doctor. I
Objection,
freaking love it.
unrelatable.
I love it. You can't object.
So here you have examples of the mainstream media and these mainstream media shills spinning these excuses that it's just a shadow. It's just some artifacting because it's a Zoom call. All right, so I want to make this as easy to understand as possible. They purposely showed the public watching at home that they have these hyper-realistic masks, and they made it as obvious as possible that they are using hyper-realistic masks. And then they told the public that this is going viral online, and then they served up some super simple excuses to explain it all away. So they show the public the truth in plain sight, but then they serve up this really comfortable excuse that it's just a shadow or some artifacting because it's a Zoom call. And this gives the public a reason to believe the excuse instead of the truth that's staring them right in the face. So I don't think for a second that this was an accident. This was deliberately shown to the public, and it went viral on purpose. And this is done so they can test the public and see what their reaction is going to be. This is just some random military guy who nobody's ever heard of. So of course, people aren't going to be that outraged. And of course, the general public isn't smart enough to put two and two together that if this guy is on camera with a hyper-realistic mask, what's to stop the government from having an actor wear a hyper-realistic mask of Donald Trump and pretend to be the president on TV? In fact, I've been saying that they've been doing that for years. They don't just do that with Donald Trump. They did that with Joe Biden. This technology has been around for a long time, and they've been duping the public with hyper-realistic masks for a long time. So what they've done with this story is serve up some really simple and ridiculous excuses for the sheeple watching television at home to parrot whenever they hear someone mention that someone on TV is wearing a hyper-realistic mask. So now if anyone ever points to any anomaly happening with anyone's face on television, they can just say, oh, that's some artifacting. Oh, that's just a shadow. So they keep the public stuck in the matrix with these excuses, and they simultaneously get the public to disregard anyone talking about hyper-realistic masks. You know, such as guys like me. And speaking of guys like me, I have made content about hyper-realistic masks. I have done entire videos and live streams discussing the use of hyper-realistic masks. I've got content about Joe Biden being replaced by actors wearing masks. I've got content about Alex Jones being replaced by a new imposter who wears a hyper-realistic mask. I've got content about Jim Carrey recently wearing a hyper-realistic mask at that French awards ceremony. So if you want to learn more about hyper-realistic masks, I recommend that you click on one of these videos that's on the screen right now. And I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like this video and make sure you are subscribed. And I will see all of you in the next video. Peace.
And so I exploit myself for the right price because I want to book the gig. I want to book the gig.
Versus Jack the asshole. It's a baby truth show. Now you're getting exposed. It's the baby truth show versus Jack the asshole. It's a baby truth show. Now you're getting exposed.
Sharon Campanella is a psychopath bitch, and his wife sat on his best friend's dick. Sharonism wants to measure my tool because he is a homosexual fool. I'ma fuck him up with his own damn song, like his best friend fucked his wife with his song. I'ma chop him up and feed him to my dog. Steve will decompose the body when it takes a poop and pee.
Baby truth the show versus Jack the asshole. It's a baby the show. Baby truth the show versus Jack the asshole. It's a baby truth the show. Now you're getting exposed.
Chelsea Kerwin should be. Alex Stein is a failed comedian. David Weiss wanna track you down with his app. Steal and sell your info, make a ton of cash. It's a worldwide cult and a giant scam, getting you to buy into the new world plan. The baby truth the crew is a punk ass bitches. Jake the asshole, gonna leave them all in stitches.
Baby truth the show versus Jack the asshole. It's a baby truth the show. Now you're getting exposed. It's the baby truth the show versus Jack the asshole. It's a baby truth the show. Now you're getting exposed. Baby truth the show versus Jake the asshole. It's a baby truth the show. Now you're getting exposed. It's the baby truth the show versus Jake the asshole. It's a baby truth the show. Now you're getting exposed. Baby truth the show versus Jack the asshole. It's a baby truth the show. Now you're getting exposed. It's the baby truth the show versus Jack the asshole. It's a baby truth the show. Now you're getting exposed. It's the baby truth the show versus Jake the asshole. It's a baby truth the show. Now you're getting exposed.
I'm almost done. I think it says it's on. Yeah, okay. Good. All right. I'm gonna play one more thing. I'm almost done. And Jake the Awake, I'll play something else from Jake. I need a couple more minutes.
Same home office, same 8 hours, but 2 completely different days. This is the difference.
Look at the outfielder run into the wall on purpose. Yeah, okay, buddy. You could see that the ball was going to go over the fence. You knew it was going to be a walk-off home run, but you purposely run into the wall and pretend like it's an accident. Just so happens to be number 33. Whoa! Oh! Welcome back, disgruntled sports fans. Baseball season is in full swing. And out of all the professional sports, baseball has to be one of the easiest sports to rig and script the outcome. I mean, let's face it, the game doesn't even happen until the pitcher pitches the ball. And everybody stands around and waits for the pitcher to pitch the ball. So all you need to do is tell the pitcher which pitches to throw, and then all you need to do is let the batter know whether he should hit the ball or stand there and strike out on purpose or stand there and take a walk. It's really quite simple. So the reason why baseball is one of the easiest sports to script is because nearly every aspect of the game can be manipulated and controlled. So, for instance, in this scenario, this pitcher is pitching a no-hitter through 9 innings. The A's are up 1-0. You have a dominant performance by this pitcher so far, and the Angels can't get on the board at all. And this is their last chance to come back and try and win this game. And then suddenly, in the 9th inning, oh no. Oh, there goes the no-hitter. They can have the pitcher throw a juiced ball. They can have the batter swing a corked bat. You guys, they can manipulate the materials used to play the game, such as the bat and the ball. And they can have the players know which pitches are coming. So if the batter has a corked bat, he's swinging at a ball that has been manufactured to fly farther, and the pitcher knows to serve it up right where he likes it, then it's easy to have a team come back in the 9th inning. So in this scenario, you have the dramatic no-hitter, and then it gets dramatically broken up, and then the very next batter dramatically happens to hit the walk-off home run, and the Angels win the game in dramatic fashion, 2-1. Look at the outfielder run into the wall on purpose. Yeah, okay, buddy. You could see that the ball was going to go over the fence. You knew it was going to be a walk-off home run, but you purposely run into the wall and pretend like it's an accident. Just so happens to be number 33. How about that? And you gotta love the acting job by the outfielder here, purposely running into the wall. Look at the look on his face. And of course, the hometown fans, they thinking that was a wonderful day at the ballpark. All right, so I talked all about the pitching and the batting and the ball and the bat. Another way that they can script and rig the game is with infielders or outfielders purposely making errors, such as in this situation. You got a routine fly ball, but then everybody acts all confused. You got professional ball players gonna seriously just let this ball drop on the ground. So not only can guys purposely drop routine fly balls, but then you can have the players purposely overthrow the ball or have an errant throw that doesn't get anywhere near the base. So if you think about it, there's so many different ways for any player to commit an error on purpose, and then all they got to do is pretend like it was an accident. So all of the infielders on any given ground ball, they can just purposely pick it up and overthrow first base and guarantee that the runner's going to be safe, or take an extra bag, or even put a guy across the plate with an overthrow. It's that simple. Now, I know some people might argue that baseball is a really hard sport to play and that mistakes do happen and that nobody's perfect. But some of these quote unquote mistakes are being made on purpose, such as a routine ground ball here. And all the infielder has to do is just throw the ball to first base. But instead, whoa! He throws it into the stands. Yeah, come on. You want to tell me that was an accident? So, like any professional sport, sometimes guys fake it really badly, and it sticks out like a sore thumb that these guys are playing a pretend game of baseball. I mean, it's really crazy if you think about it. One of the most famous baseball moments ever was in the 1986 World Series. And of course, who could forget about the steroid era, where players were all jacked up on roids and performance-enhancing drugs, and the ratings were through the roof. So not only can you juice the ball and juice the bats, but the players themselves can be juiced. And let me tell you what, those players were most definitely juicing. And today's players are still most definitely juicing. So when you really break it down, there are so many ways to rig and script and manipulate a baseball game, and I only named some of the ways. There's plenty of other ways that I didn't even mention in this video. Now, I gotta be honest, I don't follow baseball. I haven't watched baseball in a long time, but I realized that I've never made a video about baseball, and I've never talked about how baseball can be rigged and scripted. So that's why today I thought I would try something new and break down how a baseball game can be fixed, and you can have all the players on the field in on the act of playing pretend baseball. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please do me a favor and hit the like button. Make sure that you are subscribed, and I will see all of you in the next video. Peace.
We hired a big media agency last year to handle all of our meta ads. I spent well over 6 figures on their fee, and it didn't work out. And obviously, my first instinct was Upwork to find us a freelancer before, because I have been working with Upwork for literally 6 years. If you're not familiar, Upwork is a platform where you can hire freelancers all over the world for a range of different things, from marketing to operations to creative work, all without committing to a full-time hire. There are over 125 categories, 10,000 advanced skill sets. So you're not just hiring a marketer, you're hiring someone who does exactly what you need. And then what I really like is being able to see real work history, reviews, and past results before making your hire. I literally just found a media buyer about 2 months ago. He's been working with us, and it has been...
All right, this is a good point. All righty. How's everyone's night going tonight? I hope everyone's having a good night. I'm back. Ready to screw some more government officials up. And any left-wing person that shows up, your side is just as fake and phony and full of baloney. And they're in on the act like Trump and the right. And for those of you who are desperate for Epstein files because you think Trump's a pedo, look no further than this video. Because this will give you all the answers, because Epstein files are fake. You can't prove anything. It's just a bunch of words on a list. That's probably just made up. Meanwhile, the files that I shared tonight, the authentic intent files, are legit, authentic, and I proved them. Every single one of them I proved. Okay, Cactus Jack wants impressions. We will, of course, do that as I have returned. But, yeah. Yes. These are the real files. And they, unlike Epstein, which you just have to assume and think, these are all traceable. These are all traceable things. The Alex Stein, the authentic content, this is all traceable to Trump via video. You don't need to try to guess with these. I'm going to fill my water, and then we're going to... All right. Thank you. Oh. Now. Oh, RY left. Oh. Yeah, it is gay. You're right. Rose, if you're still there, can you tell me what Baphomet is? I've never heard of it. I would love to learn, though. Oh. You'll have to explain the Baphomet thing. Due to Cactus Jack's request, before we finish off what I wanted to finish off, we are going to take a quick break from the serious stuff, and we're going to bring some change. Yes, everybody, I am Bill Clinton, and we need change. You see, our country has been filled with disaster after disaster after disaster. And we need change, because without change, you're not going to get anywhere in life. You know, I was president because I wanted to make change in the 1990s, and I did. I made change. Whether you think it's change for the better or change for the worse, I made the change. Now, if you want to continue with this change, we need to re-elect me, Bill Clinton, because I can make 3 things change. I can eat McDonald's on live TV and not be embarrassed. Same thing with drinking salt, and I can have sex with Monica Lewinsky. I'm Bill Clinton, and I approve this message. All right. Now since my running, which I was VP for, and I'm Al Gore, and I want to be the next president of these United States. Now, I believe the lockbox will change everything in life. If the people had lockboxes, there wouldn't be no authentic intent. There wouldn't be any of this bullshit at all. Because people don't believe in a lockbox, that's why we have corrupt government agents doing the stuff they do. On one note, I'm one of them. But we need big change. And that will be with the lockbox. And speaking of lockboxes, so that the viewing even more of it with the lockbox. Anyway, I had to tell one of my co-workers something. The lockbox will make you safe. Because the only word that describes my campaign is lockbox. And I did that little whisper to the coworker thing to make it even funnier. I'm glad you're liking it, Cactus Jack. You said you wanted them, and you're getting. Okay, Nate, according to the script, according to the official narrative, Bill Clinton came from the city of Hope. Al Gore came from somewhere in Tennessee. So you are half right. I'm going to say you're 2/3 right, because they were both Southerners. They were both, according to the official narrative, they were both Southerners. So and they did that script with Trump and Vance doubling down on the fake, phony, what is so-called anti-establishment agenda, which is not really anti-establishment at all. It's just for show. But that's what they did there. Another thing, speaking of fake, phony show, I got to show that. Just in case people don't believe me, we know the WWE's fake and phony. And look who's about to show up. Yeah, he was in the WWE, so he's right there with the group and with the cult. Oh my God. Oh, apparently, look at this. We have this whole thing. I'm not going to play the song.
Jerk! MAGA will crush me!
All right. And there he is.
Your grapefruits are no match for my Trump Towers.
Oh, man. Yes, two of them?
You better hold your guy back, Vince, because he's going to have a hard time on April 1st. Let me tell you right now. He's going to have the hardest time he's ever had in the ring.
Oh, my God. Of course, now, courtesy of LaFleur, shout out to LaFleur Network. By the way, he has his bowling tomorrow night at the LaFleur Network, so please check that out tomorrow. 5 Pacific, 6 Mountain Time, 7 Central, 8 Eastern on the LaFleur Network right here. But they don't even use real Trumps anymore. I'll show you an example of it.
Largest, most complex, most harrowing combat searches.
This may not be the
I
best.
guess you would call it a search and rescue.
Maybe it will.
How do we use it?
Look at the bottom of that
To the
chin.
victor, go the spoils, and we don't have that. We haven't had that in this country probably in 100 years, because even the Second World War. You look at the Second World War, we didn't have it
Oh,
in the
good.
Second.
I can
World.
make
We
it
helped
higher quality.
rebuild all those countries. We rebuilt Germany. How about Germany telling us? Germany telling us that
Yeah, we don't need
well,
volume. Yeah, okay, that's definitely fake. Yep. Yep, Rooney. We know that's fake and phony and full of baloney. Was there any other clips I wanted to show? Trying to think. Was there? Oh. Or did I show everything already? All right, let's see here. Oh, wow, I actually have that saved. Oh, yeah, that's right. He deleted it, unfortunately, too. It was LaFleur's longest video. I have it saved in my offline files. Woo! Yeah, okay. Was that it? Or was there more? Yeah, it is, Nate. It absolutely is. Absolutely, it was AI. %. There was a fake phony pic that I got correct. I'm not going to talk about it, but I told LaFleur, so I wish LaFleur was here because he would back me on it. But I'm going to let LaFleur tell you about that because I'm not the one to talk about that. Unlike, because we have too many fake people like Zach Hubbard who will make stuff up that he won when he didn't. But I did get a pick right in the fake phony sport world. But I'm gonna let LaFleur, speak on that behalf because he's the one I told. And so I'll let him tell you about that. But basically, well, I'm not gonna, unless if you guys want to hear it. But I'm not gonna be the one to tell you because I didn't say it here. Hey, JP, I'm trying to think. Was there anything else I had for you before you left? Now I want to make sure I got everything out for you. Oh, I think that's it. All right, JP. I'm just going to be silly on here for a few more minutes. I got the big stuff done. I got the huge stuff done tonight already. The stuff I really wanted to cover, I got covered, which was that your current fake phony administration is full of these stupid people, horrible criminals. Oh, and then, of course, we got Sanity Machine, Landry, who was, I'll show you that. That's what I wanted to show you. Oh, all right. Let's see. Right now. Okay, so who's sick and tired of the mainstream narrative? Oh, of course, everyone is. Some people, unfortunately, like listening to that crap. This, I feel like, was one of, minus the internet problems, This was probably one of my better ones because I actually went over some really dark stuff tonight. And Jake, by the way, I showed that video, and I want to make sure that Jake, he gets his word in. There is a chance now that he believes that it could be AI. And we're gonna look at that. I'll probably save that for next time, though. That will be a good thing for next time. That way I can have a chance to look at it and really study it up more. Because I'm not ready to, come out full force on it yet. I gotta, see it myself. So I'm gonna really look close into that. It's definitely, not a shadow. That we know for a fact. That is one answer that we know. It's not. It's not a shadow. So we know that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll show you that. So according to fake phony narratives, how else? Oh, why is my thing on? That's why. How else is this whole thing fake and phony? This administration, this fake, phony, scripted crap. Well, I got one for you all. Another way to embarrass this administration. You got to give me a minute to find it, though. Obviously, I want to find it. This is just to make, the Trump people have to do some mental gymnastics on what they say. So I'm going to pull that up. There we go. Trying to find that video. Trying to find a video. There it is. Another fake Fox News piece of shit interview. And then I think this will be it for the night. This will be it probably for the night after this. All right. Oh, wait a minute. I don't want that. What the hell is that? Wrong tab. I was trying to find the video. Yeah, I was trying to find the video out of the article. That was the wrong article. I pulled up another article and it showed up. My bad. Wrong tab. And There we go. I'm back. This is the video I wanted to show where she. Oh boy. And people may have already. And this is how we're going to end it for the night because I see people are checking out. So this is how we'll end it. Can we play the video? Maybe. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this was bad. And any real conservative that's not brainwashed by Fox News, that's an actual supporter of the Second Amendment, knows that what you'll know. You'll know. It's coming.
Less than 6 months after President Trump sent in the National Guard. 3 weeks without
give us the resources that we need to make a difference in the district. Look, with the enhanced federal partnership, with off the street, it's about making sure that there are consequences now involved in making sure that only 10% of the cases
What is going on with this video?
might be taken off the street. It sort of puts a little different message into people's heads. Let's take a look at these charts, and they are impressive. This is violent crimes by the month.
Relationship with the mayor. Look, this is about making sure that it's a partnership. It's the only way we're going to solve the problem. Makes all the difference.
Yeah, it's amazing how.
I'm trying to find the part where she says it.
Committing the violence, and we make sure that they are the ones who are accountable. And you bring a gun into the district, you mark my words, you're going to jail. I don't care if you have a license in another district, and I don't care if you're a law-abiding gun owner somewhere else. You bring a gun into this district, count on going to jail, and hope you get the gun back. And that makes all the difference.
Yeah, it's amazing how.
And she does not press her. The Second Amendment clearly states, I'll pull the quote up. For people who don't understand the Second Amendment, I'll highlight it in blue right here. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, so we have to have a military. The right of the people from government basically from government overreach shall not be infringed. So what's the definition of infringe? Yeah, let's define that word. Please define that word. Let's define the word infringe so people understand what the hell this means. See, because people seem to be so ridiculous that they don't even know what it means. Okay. Or overstep a rule, law, or agreement, as in they cannot regulate. That's what that means. And those are synonyms. The right to people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Well, Judge Jeanine Pirro, according to that interview, seems to be perfectly fine infringing on your rights. It's all a script, but this is what Jake's talking about, though. This part may not be a script where they're going to try to take your gun rights away. That may not be, because they have tried to take our gun rights away with these scripted events and all this crap. Wouldn't be surprised if this is like the new thing. All right. I think I'm going to be done. Have a good night, everyone. Take care, and I'll catch you next time.